And welcome back to Bromandy, everybody.
We have returned.
We are back here today with another anime review. You saw it in the thumbnail. Anohana, the flower we saw that day.
We didn't introduce ourselves.
I know, I'm Crucius. You should know that by now.
I'm an otaku watching anime. Okay, anyway. I'm Marcus Sensory.
And like I said, we're back. And we've got Anohana to do today, so prepare yourself. This anime, in case you didn't know, was made in April 2011 and consists of only 11 episodes, which you will find, I think, is a flaw.
Ooh,
you ready?
Dirty early.
We're getting hyped. Anyway, this was produced by A1 Pictures. They also made shows such as Sword Art Online, which we obviously hype up here at the channel.
As well as Blue Exorcist.
And lesser known, Sound of the Sky.
I've heard of it before, but I don't know shit about it.
I've seen pictures, but I haven't watched it. Maybe we should get on that.
The point is, it's animated well.
The point is, it's time for the characters.
Ooh.
Prepare yourself for number one, Minma.
Number one character?
The number
She's
one
the best?
character. Well, we're not going to say she's the best yet. I think she is. But let's talk a little about Minma.
She loves her friends.
She loves her friends. She's died.
She's kind of like super dead.
Yeah,
Like,
poor Minma. Things about Minma. Like I said, she loves, like you already said, she loves her friends. She has a sweet, childlike quality.
despite her being like 14, 15, 16, something like that.
Yeah, like I said, I guess the fact that, you die and you come back as a teen, you're still going to act like, a little child. And despite being a ghost, can move things and can hug people.
Make their shoulders heavy.
Yeah, make them feel heavy and they don't know what's going on. I feel like I would freak out. But that's just me. But, Minma hopes of reincarnating one day into this wonderful world with her friends. But what will do her now is she wants her friends to be together and reunite.
The interesting thing about Minma is that she, every character goes through their individual problems that they have to deal with, regarding her death. And, because it's all centered around her, and, they all have to come to terms with their guilt, she basically goes through everything with everyone. She has to feel everything that they feel at the same time, because basically it's all about her. And plus, she's also got her family on the side, which is another problem that she has, because her mom, I think, is all fucked up because of it.
Yeah, it hit her mother pretty hard. As well, like I said, as you said, all of her friends are going through it, and that's another thing that you note about Minma. Minma never once feels bad about what happened to her. Mm-hmm. It's how everybody else is dealing with it. She's always sad or cries or feels emotional for everyone else. And it's never once about her, even though to every other character in the show, that's the only thing that matters. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think makes Minma a great character, is how she...
That's almost kind of a flaw for her, because she's so perfect. Like you said, she doesn't really have, anything that she does wrong. She's not selfish, she's not anything like that. So it's she's just very... It's like someone being, really archetypical almost.
Yeah.
Just suiting an archetype. With this, you just oh, what's she gonna do? Whatever's perfect.
Well, see, that's her being a ghost and have almost, perfect humanistic qualities. Mm-hmm. It's kind of neat. But then, she still has that human feel I want my rice made this way with this egg. Like I said, so that's the one thing I think is just super unique about Minma. And that's why I love her.
And that's why I love her.
But moving down the list of characters, we have Jente, our main protagonist, who's a shut-in.
He's a loser, kind of like a lot of people.
He likes to play video games indoors and read manga and like everybody here.
What are you saying, Anohana?
I'm saying we can relate.
He's also the catalyst for a lot of things. Because, when it's all about basically rebuilding their little friendship group. And back when they were in the quote-unquote friendship group, what was it? The Super
Peace Busters.
Super Peace Busters. He's the leader in this situation as well. So he's the one that kind of gets the ball rolling. He gets everybody together. Minma comes to him and he gets everything started, basically.
Yeah, so Minma, who is, I said, the influence for everything, she's not really doing anything to move on. She's making Jente do all these things. Mm-hmm. Which makes him the main leader and pushing other... And of course, like I said, it doesn't really help that his relationship with all the other characters is almost non-existent now. Mm-hmm. Which leads to, like I said, more character interactions later on. Take, for example, Yukiyatsu, who I like to refer to as Bitch.
Asshole.
We do not like this guy. I despised him till the very end, even after the plot resolved.
Yeah, like, it's weird that you can have all these feelings at the end of the show and you're like, oh, it was so nice. And then you see this guy and you're like, fuck you.
You're standing there, you need to get away.
Yeah, you need to go fuck off, please.
Who invited you to play hide and go seek? Like, for about that. He hates Jente.
He is probably the most selfish character of all time.
He feels that his love for Mimba is greater than everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
And when, like I said, the time comes where he's like, here's about Mimba possibly being a part of them again, he's like, no, I
Yeah, Minma's mine.
She talks to me.
Yeah.
Even to the point where
he does some stupid, crazy shit.
He goes and buys some girl clothes and a wig that makes him look like Mimma and runs around in the woods.
Oh, no. He was buying the clothes before that started. That was previous to this.
Oh, yeah. He
he was just batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he took it a step farther, though, and was like, here, I'm gonna show you she's in these woods.
Yeah. Right.
Come find her.
Irrational and selfish. Not saying that... I mean, he's still his own character, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's still... Just because you hate him doesn't mean he's not a good character.
A manipulative asshole with an inferiority complex.
Mm-hmm. God.
And that's all I really want to say about that bit.
Fuck that guy. Yeah.
So moving onward, Saruko doesn't get much screen time.
I guess most of her character's appeal is based on the fact that she loves Yukiatsu.
Yeah.
And that, like, you know, no, even though she knows what's going on with him and Minma, like, beforehand, like, she knows all the stuff that he's getting.
Well, the fact that he is a manipulative kind of almost, I mean, I don't say that he gives an antagonistic feel to him. Mm-hmm. She's the voice of reason for that. Mm-hmm. She's kind of his good spirit on the side, I guess you could say.
Yeah. But, I mean, like... I just thought it was cool how she knows all this stuff about him. She knows what's going on. She knows that she doesn't really stand a chance against his, like, nostalgia, first love kind of feel for Minma. But she's still always with him. Like, she goes to the same school with him. She, like, sticks up for him even though he's being a jackass. And, like, I thought, like, I guess her silently being there with him speaks as loudly as they can with a character like her. Because other than that, she's really, you know, distant, smart. You know, all that.
And like the rest of them, she copes silently though. Like I said, she does her little drawings and sketches of Minma, and so then she, like, even though, like, it seems as though she's the only one that had moved on, she secretly hadn't either.
She just hides it.
Yeah, so she's more of the quiet type about it. But like I said, she takes a back seat to Yukiatsu for the most part. Mm-hmm. Finally, well, not finally, next to finally, Popo.
Popo is the comedy relief character,
and sadly, that's all he is.
Yeah, he goes through his own problems, but I mean, most of the time, it's just him being goofy and silly.
Yeah, he immediately from step one takes the role to help Jente as the positive fulfillment character.
Once again, slight weakness to the story that he was just like, oh yeah, Minma's alive.
Yeah, he's like, I believe you.
Why? Well, because we couldn't get the group started if we didn't have two people. Like,
I don't doubt you because I'm positive. Yeah. But he also, like I said, goes through his series of guilt because he saw it happen. You find out later on that he witnessed the situation and feels bad for having let her die. And he felt like he could have done something about it. But like I said, not much to Popo, but the most to the next character between me and Marcus, Honoru.
I like her. She's probably one of the most... Like, she's got a lot going on with her just because, like, she goes through her things as well, like her guilt in the show, as well as she kind of like also has to put up with Jintan's because she likes her. I think she likes him. And then Yukiatsu kind of comes to her to like vent with her. So she goes through a lot of things. And then she's also got her like Jinta and Minma in the group versus her society. Because like she goes to the slightly like, for lack of a better word, trashy school where they're all like doing it, you know.
Yeah. She has
like she has her friends and stuff in all the class that she's got all of her normal regular school life and stuff like that she has. But then she also she hides her like Minma memories and all that stuff as well as her like otaku lifestyle. And like she keeps all that from society. It's basically her coming to terms with both of them at the same time.
She covers that up with her popular lifestyle and tries to make that cover up everything else. Like I said, she's jealous of Minma simply just because she loves Jente. But like I said, it ends up being like a total chaos triangle with like Yukiatsu and whatnot. And like I said, I honestly feel more bad for her than any other character in the show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but I seem to like relate to her. I'm like, you know what? I feel bad for you.
Well, Yukiatsu's an asshole. Saruko supports the asshole. Jente is just basically the catalyst. Minma is like perfect moe angel. And then Popo's the comedic relief character. So like it's really easy to like really enjoy Honoru's character amidst all those things. Like just by the character standpoint.
Not a typical tsundere character either.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, which I thought was refreshing that it wasn't the exact same style.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't a beat 'em up tsundere.
Beat 'em up tsundere.
But moving on from the characters, the animation style.
Animation, like we said, is A1 Pictures, who did similar things such as Sword Art and all that. And we basically, I guess, have the same thing to say about the animation as we do Toradora.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
It looks a little bit nicer in my opinion. The characters look a little bit better. But once again, it's a lot about the like facial expressions and stuff to really convey the emotions. And it's basically that in general. It's just the faces they make. So basically you have a way of feeling what the characters are feeling.
I felt like the environment was a little better too. And like typical, I felt it was quite nice. And like I said,
it had a really summer feel to it, to be honest.
Yeah, like I said, the forest feel was good, and like the river scenes were nice. When you look at stuff they did like Sword Art Online, like I said, once again to revert back to stuff we said in Toradora, like I said, had all those fight scenes that looked real nice and whatnot. I was like, but they still did a really good job with this. So, like I said, I appreciate the animation. Like, while not being just blow you away, it was still very, very solid. However, also to relate to the Toradora, the sounds were not. The sounds
is one of the first soundtracks that I've just like not really been behind. Like I just really didn't enjoy it all that much, apart from a few like major tracks. Obviously being like Secret Base and all that.
Yeah, Secret Base is one of my favorite soundtracks in anime, actually.
Which it's one of the like they kind of condition you to like be emotional about that song, because like it seems like every single emotional scene they play that song, and so that basically when the end comes and the big moment happens, it's just like it plays that song and
you're ready.
Yeah, your mind has been reinforced.
Like I said, they sprinkle in, like I said, I appreciate a few good piano pieces here and there. But like I said, that's what they are. It's like they're like, okay, it's a sad scenario. Let's play some piano, a nice little classical piece. Like I said, and they are nice, but like I said, you're not going to remember them.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Like I said, it takes a re-listening to the soundtrack to be like, oh, I remember when that played, but you don't remember it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Secret Base really the only thing that completely stands out. And like I said, they had a solid opening and ending, but once again, nothing that you're going to put on your playlist every day. So let's talk about the story a little bit. Uh-oh. A little bit of hate here.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
All right, we have differing opinions here, so everybody buckle up. All right, the story begins, like we said. You learn that Mima died at a young age, and she's come back with Jente to try to regroup with her friends and to reincarnate or to move on. So, how do they go about this? Well, Jente, of course, like I said...
They go about it blindly, damn it. They go about it blindly because the entire show is based on Minma having amnesia and not knowing what she has to do to move on. That's the entirety of what this show is based upon. Like, it's not that big of a deal, because if it wasn't there wouldn't be an anime. But I feel like they could have done something. Like, something at all. To just be like, what do we have to do to make you move on? Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay, we'll just do random shit until then.
Oh, well, it was more like, let's regroup our friends and see if that makes everything better.
That's what I was about. Well, that's what I said earlier, is that it kind of had to be that way.
So
there wouldn't be a show. But I think it's kind of lame that they couldn't, like, try to write more of a story to it, rather than it's just be like, oh, okay, character development until around episode 10 or 11, when we actually find out what we need to do.
Yeah, so that's one of the things, like I said earlier when we first started off, is that 11 episodes wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It needed to have been a full half season, like about 15 episodes possibly.
The story was rushed at the end. Like, they crammed a lot of stuff in the end.
Yeah. The relationship juggle at the end with Honoru and all them, like I said, it was
a juggle, and they dropped the ball.
Yeah, they were really forced with it, and I mean, at the end it seemed pointless.
And I also, at the end it's basically they created conflict for the sake of conflict that they never intended to fulfill in any way. They never meant for anything to happen because of it. They just wanted you to be like, oh no, what happens if they don't get together? Like, it was like typical almost of just like other weaker stories.
Yeah.
So I don't like that at all.
Well, like I said, to me, like I said, outside of like the rush at the end, which I said I admit is a huge flaw, And like you said, the her like not knowing. I think that the way they progress with meeting their friends and how to try to reunite them together and how they're all coping with Mima's death and how they all slowly get over it. And like I said, we was talking about earlier how like they're all selfish. Like their reasons for her moving on are all like literally selfish. Like one wants them to themselves, one wants the guy she wants to be with, and vice versa. And Jente just wants her to leave him alone. And like at the end, they all, like I said, reunite because they love Mima and they want her to move on. Like I said, so I just thought that was like a nice tie-up to the story. While, like I said, it does have its flaw points, like I said, as we just pointed out.
Also, there's fucking crazy people in this anime. No, but okay. You should be institutionalized if you're like, oh, well, I'm gonna make this girl's dress in my room because I remember her and I love her and I'll sniff it every now and then. I'll smell the shit out of it. And you know what? Oh, someone's thinking of like taking this thing away from me. I'm gonna dress up as her. I'm gonna dress up as a dead girl and run around the forest. That's fucking crazy. I had an issue with just irrational actions in like Peoplesville. Like this isn't like some alternate universe. They're expecting like an actual person to do this shit. Not okay. But I liked it.
I like that rant. Another thing though, like I said, this is something else I really liked about it. The ending was realistic outside of the paranormal offense. Like what I'm saying is when they ended, Honoru and Jente were like, okay, we'll take a shot at this. And the other two were like, well, we'll take a shot at this. But then they're like still not hanging out every day. They're not best friends at the end. Like I said, the end all didn't fix all.
Well, I mean, like, it was, they weren't scared of like not making it like a quote unquote happy ending.
Yeah.
Like Minma did go away. They did stop hanging out with each other as much. It was very like they stuck with the story they had, I guess, rather than trying to pander to the audience.
Yeah, it wasn't like we're making you a happy ending. They're all gonna move on, and that's it.
It was a weak story with balls.
A weak story with balls.
Yeah.
Best description ever. Like I said, I really like the story. But like I said, even I can see where it flawed out. But moving on from all that, let's talk about the sub and the lack of a dub. There is no dub.
It got the faint curse from the demon Aniplex, so it's bound to not have a dub at that point.
It doesn't have a dove, and it's a dove.
A dove.
It doesn't have a dove in this heavenly anime. It doesn't have a dub, and it's really expensive.
It is.
It's also out of print.
That's probably attributed. Well, that probably helped with the expensive part.
So note, if you go to a convention and try to buy it, they'll charge you $140 for it. So good luck with that.
But do check, because you can get some cheap ones at conventions.
You can find some nice deals. But moving on to the scores. The ratings and everything. By the way, I think I'd like to add that our story score individually, Marcus spit on it. I gave it an 8.
Oh, are we giving individual?
No, I'm just talking about it because we disagreed and then kind of agreed and bonded.
Oh, I gave a 4.
Yeah. So
which is by our rating system, however, slightly below average.
Yeah.
So, 4 sounds bad, but it's slightly above average. So.
Okay, so
it's still bad.
Going on to the overall Bromandy rating of Anohana.
Anohana
Gets a 6.4 out of 10. With an enjoyment ravement from an enjoyment ravement, of 9 out of 10 because I actually really, really, really liked Anohana. The only problem with it, and Marcus will say it as well, you can't rewatch it.
You can't at all.
It's good one time, enjoy the ride, and then put it away.
Well, like I tried to rewatch it, and that's when the secret base theme like got in my head, and I was like, every single sad scene they play this song. Every single one of them. Also, you have to watch that stupid ugly girl statement every time. Like you watch it like two times an episode. It's like, why would I like a stupid girl like and then you run off. So
you get upset about it and you're like, kids are mean.
Yeah. But when you watch it that first time and everything's new to you, I think that it's really good. And I imagine like super fans of the anime would like have no problems watching it multiple times. Just for the feels at the end, I guess.
I'm a fan of the feels. Everybody knows that.
Dude, who would have guessed?
Dude, so that's why I have such a high rating on it.
Captain Clanad.
Hey, all about it. Clanad, possibly one of my favorite anime of all time. Oh, it's definitely one of my favorite. Anyway, what was your enjoyment rating, by the way?
My enjoyment rating was 8 with the same no rewatchability to it. I liked it a lot, but I mean, I can't watch it again.
So we really enjoy it, but critically speaking, a little higher than average. But still, like I said, a really good anime. We really did enjoy it. So, without further ado, if you're interested, check out our other anime reviews.
We have 3 others out there?
We have a handful.
Yeah, we have a few.
With more on the way. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
I'm guaranteed it right now.
You're going to get more, no
We
problem.
will win. Guaranteed. Also, Character Classroom, Marcus thing.
Should be another one coming up soon.
So, hop on that hype train.
If you've even seen the anime this character's from.
And listen to a couple of podcasts if you like.
You got them up. Check them out. They're all on the playlists.
They're all pretty fun. We have a good time here at Bromandy. So, until next time, Crucius here, signing out.
A character with amnesia, huh?
Later, guys.
Bye, me.
Heener, wiener, diener, keener, feener. I wonder what happens if I Google Heener, wiener. Kind of pulling from its ties as a light novel and such, and like the choices of the men or the boys in the group, they give you little hints of love where she likes the other characters or they like her.
Visual novel.
Yes, what did I say?
You said light novel.
Light novels, excuse me.
Those are short books.
Pardon my stupidity. But, fuck. You fucked me. Cut.
Cut.
I literally...
Well, I said light novel.
When you said that, you know what just rolled through my head in, like, big, bold letters?
Clanad.
Ass and knees.
Oh, ass and knees.
No.
You said light novel, and I was like, how is it, like, what?
Sorry.
What tropes are there in a light novel?
I say that all the time.
Like, you sent my head into a frenzy. I was like, what tropes are there in a light novel? I don't know anything about this.
Oh my god.
And then you started describing it, and I was like, that's a
I said
visual
something
novel.
psychologically deep. That's not true. Okay.
Well, I guess we need to clap it again.
And getting back into the story part, or the overarching story of the show, it's about Haruhi and the host club. You can't get past that.
Yep, it's just a comedy with some romantic overtones. That's about all there is to it. You can't really go any further than that. Plus, it's only one season, so like anything that they could have expanded upon, they didn't, because I mean, they could have just done it in a second season if they wanted to.
And there's only so much you can do pulling from the graphic novel, whereas like you have little bits of... What did I say? What did I say?
You said graphic novel.
Is it graphic?
No.
What is it?
Graphic
Visual.
novel is a comic book.
The visual novel.
Oh my gosh.
The dating sim, as you can pull from the dating sim.
Is it even?
I'm gonna say that
Is
next.
it even a visual novel?
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Okay, we're looking that up before you.
Here,
like...
I've got the wiki page open.
Oh my goodness.
It's a visual novel. It has CDs. It's an anime. It's a manga.
Oh my.
It's a live-action TV series and film. It makes me horny, so I can get my dick big, and then I can chop it off and sell it as like a paperweight. And it sometimes writes for them. Who fucking knows?
Oh my
It's more than that kid's butt. Hey, when that cut my dick off. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Oh, well, here's the thing.
Fuck me in this paper. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Ow.
Reclap.
No, like, I was gonna say something first of all.
Okay.
Let me speak.